Olympiasiegerin, Weltmeisterin, über 100 Weltcupsiege, ja, und seit einiger Zeit hat sie auch einen Doktortitel in der Tasche und auch darüber werden wir jetzt mit Mikaela Shiffrin sprechen. Mikaela, so nice to talk to you again. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Nice to talk to you too.
So first of all, well, we're gonna talk about skiing in a few moments, but I have to ask you this. After last winter, you received an honorary doctor for humane letters. Let's say it's a different title than you're used to get. Where does it rank among all your titles and medals?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. This was a really special experience. To receive this honorary degree from the school that my dad graduated from. Yeah, it was really, really impressive for me. Like, to be there with so many incredible people. The 14th Surgeon General of the United States and the first female Surgeon General of the United States was there. It was just something really, really special. So I would say it's not comparable to the athletic performance. I could only receive this because of my athletic performance, but this was something that means it's a little bit more personal for me.
Let's now talk about the skiing a bit. Last season, in the end, was quite successful for you, but it was a bittersweet season. You said, I had the impression that even though you were successful, you had to really fight hard to be successful. What would you say, which lessons did last winter teach you?
Oh, I think for sure last season was a lot of lessons on resilience, and usually that you don't feel strong when you're showing strength. For most people, you feel the weakest when you're actually acting the strongest. And to say when something is too much, to say no, to say I'm tired, to talk about my mind and what was going on in my mind. I could only work through the most challenging moments last season because I was willing to talk about it, and that was not easy. It took help from my team, from my mom, from my psychologist, people to encourage me to open up about what was really going on, so that we could keep moving forward. So it was lessons on resilience, lessons on who I am as a person, and yeah, it gave me a roadmap to follow for this summer training to know what things I really have to improve. I knew that I needed to spend a lot of time with GS to work on my mental processing speed, and I've done that this summer, so it's in a better place. But I'm a little bit nervous, excited, unsure about the season. So yeah.
One lesson that you taught us last season was that it's possible to reach 100 World Cup victories. I remember back in March you spoke to my colleague Christian Brugger and you said you don't really understand what this number means. After some time has passed now, do you understand it more, what it means?
No, I don't think so. It's a number, like a number is a number. It's more just a symbol of many years of work and a lot of support that I've received from many people, from coaches over my entire life, my whole family, you know, Alex, all of these people who have been such a big part of my life. And it carries a much greater meaning than just about victories. So I don't really understand that number when you talk about World Cup wins, but I understand it in the sense of, like, this is a culmination of my life to this point.
How would you in general describe your relationship with records? I mean, you were setting a lot of records already. Is this still part of your daily drive, or how would you describe that?
I think the records can bring some excitement to the sport, especially for fans and spectators. For me personally, my passion comes from, like, the perfect training day, the perfect day where I'm on the mountain and I'm working well with my team and my coaches, and you know, maybe I'm training with my teammates and we're all pushing each other to the next level to be a bit faster, and you can take so many runs, so many laps, and each lap I improve something, and I can see it on the video, and I just feel like really connected with my body and my skiing. That's like my perfect day, and that's the vision I have for why I'm here and why I'm motivated.
Mm-hmm. Last season, you had this horrible crash in Killington, and after that you were very open with your health, with your PTSD disease that you had. Where are you now? Would you say your body and your mind are already like, let's say, one team again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say it's much improved. I have a much better mind-to-body connection, and my processing, like the way that I see a course and the way I can remember things, is much better now. It's still a work in progress, but I'm less. I don't know how to say this. Like, my fear has less control of my body. Mm-hmm. So even when I'm nervous or afraid in training sessions, I still feel that I can control what I'm doing, and my body doesn't take over and protect me when I want to do something else. Last year, when I was skiing some GS runs in training, when I decided I couldn't race GS at World Championships, there were some runs on this course where I would try to push, and then it was like I blinked or I blacked out, and then like kind of woke up in the middle of the hill, stopped. Mm-hmm. Like, why am I stopped? I wanted to push, I wanted to try, I wanted to ski fast, and now I'm on the side of the hill, and I stopped in the middle of the course. Like, it was just these things, I just had no control and no understanding, and now it's just much more united.
Very inspiring. Thanks for sharing that. I wanted to ask you about your fiancé Alex, who is now fighting his way back to his comeback. How much of an inspiration or extra motivation does he give you for yourself?
So much. Alex, he's such a big inspiration for me. And these last years, it's been so incredible to watch how he handles really, really hard moments, life-threatening moments. And he manages to keep some kind of a kind attitude. Even he's a very positive person, but there's been points in the last 2 years where he was not feeling very positive, and he still managed to be kind to everybody else and thankful and grateful, and to be determined that he's going to keep working and try to get back. And that's so inspiring before he even could put on his skis and boots again. And so now he starts the process mm-hmm. to ski again, and it's I want the best things for him. So we'll see.
You said you're dreaming of the moment when he's back at the start gate. How emotional do you think it will be for you, seeing him back at the start gate?
Well, when I think about it, I usually start crying. So I don't know how
in a positive way, hopefully.
Yeah. But I mean, in a positive, emotional, like, it's also scary for me to imagine that. It's a lot of emotions, and I know how much it means for him, for his family too, for his parents. I mean, going through this whole experience after Wengen, and to be, my mom, my brother, sister-in-law, and I were in Austria together. We were the first ones who could get to him, and his parents couldn't get there till the next day. And to know how his mom was feeling, how his dad was feeling, that they had no control, and their son is in the hospital, and you don't know how he's going to be, and there's just so many layers to that emotion. And when I think about it now, I feel it. But hopefully by the time I actually see him in the start gate, by the time he's there, I'll have my shit together, and I can just be cheering really loud.
Well, all the best for him. For the last part of the interview, I would like to move back to your season. The Olympics are lying ahead. You won 2 Olympic gold medals already. Is this maybe one last career goal for you to clinch a third gold medal?
Look, anytime you go to Olympics, for every athlete, the dream is a gold medal. And that doesn't change if you had medals before or you never had medals. We're all dreaming about gold when we go to the Olympics. Or silver or bronze too. Like, to win a medal is very, very special. So that's on my mind. I've been to Olympics and won gold, and I've been to Olympics where I walked away with nothing. And no matter what, life goes on. But for sure, I have a really, really big appreciation for when things go right and you're able to stand on top of that podium. That's amazing.
Do you think it will be your last Olympics?
I don't know. I think so, but I don't know. I won't say that for sure.
You never know.
You never know. Yeah, you never know. Because I have been thinking these years that, like, when I'm done, I'm done. But now I'm thinking maybe it's possible that if I take a more conservative schedule, like if I do just one event or, you know, just 2 events, and I forget about training other things, then it opens up a lot of time in the year to be able to start exploring other areas of life and still do really proper training. So there's options for the coming years, but yeah, we'll focus on that after.
And one last question is about music. It's a bit off topic, but who would you say is your favorite singer and inspired you the most on your way to success?
I'll give you one guess.
Of course, it must be Taylor Swift. It must be Taylor Swift, but I wanted to hear it from you.
Yeah. I mean, I do think Taylor Swift is probably the #1 who's been inspiring and has so many range of songs and lyrics and beats and melodies that I find to be really motivating or sometimes emotional, or yeah, in general, Taylor Swift. But there's also, like, some of my favorite songs would be like Give Me Shelter by the Rolling Stones. That's like absolutely top level motivation right there.
Great stuff, Mikaela. Thanks a lot for the nice interview, and all the best for the upcoming season.
Thank you.
ServusTV On, die Streaming-Plattform für Live-Sport, Dokus und mehr.